Good evening, everyone. Yes, many of you saw my earlier video as I was coming out of the anesthesia from my bronchoscopy this morning. So I figured I would give an update as to what that was all about. So I had a my yearly CAT scan back in February. It was a couple of weeks after my year anniversary, and it showed a couple of lymph nodes that they were a little concerned about. And I'd actually been to a pulmonologist a few months ago. I think I had done a video at that time that they had seen a nodule on my lung that they were a little concerned about because they had looked at the CAT scans as well. But then the nodule had shrunk, or no, hadn't changed. I'm sorry, the nodule hadn't changed, and I had actually gone to the pulmonologist because I was still having issues with my shortness of breath, which I've been seeing the cardiologist for 5, 6 years. So I'm on like a shit ton of medication for congestive heart failure, and there's a couple other diagnoses I have that are heart related that I don't even know what they are. So, cardiologist started me on a new medication and has me on Lasix twice a day, which has highly increased my output through Seymour. I feel like I'm kind of talking all over the place right now. All right, so Brian's over there shaking his head. Yes. So yeah, had the shortness of breath, the nodule. They were gonna do the bronchoscopy. They decided to hold off because they thought maybe that was having something to do with the shortness of breath. But then when it improved from the new meds and everything, they decided it wasn't necessary. So brings us to February. Had the CAT scan, the yearly CAT scan. They saw some lymph nodes. The nodule's still there, hasn't really changed. They saw some lymph nodes that were enlarged, and so they sent me for a PET scan, which I went to last week. And the urology office called me and gave me those results, which basically said that these lymph nodes were quote lighting up, which I guess has something to do with the radioactive junk that they inject into you for the PET scan that makes them, makes the stuff show better. So after the PET scan and the lymph nodes, they went back to wanting to do the bronchoscopy. So urology got me in touch with pulmonary, and pulmonary got the bronchoscopy and biopsy scheduled. So that's what we did this morning. They went in and did the bronchoscopy down my throat, and took some needle biopsies of those lymph nodes through the lung. Hence my coughing up blood later on, which was pretty gross. I was coughing up blood for a couple hours, and it was just kind of nasty. So that's pretty much it. Now I have to wait. I was really, really hoping for my 1 year scan to come back and have them say, oh, everything looks great. Now we can move you to 6 months and there's nothing to worry about and there's no metastasis. But unfortunately, we just aren't sure at this point. None of the organs really looked like there was anything to be concerned with. It was just the lymph nodes. So hopefully that's something that they can kind of just get in there and get rid of them like they did with the others, and hope that they caught it in time before it can get anywhere else. But I guess we'll find out. So should have those results in about a week, and we'll see. So yeah, so all the stuff that I just mentioned, actually I am on the immunocompromised list as well. Higher risk of our good old coronavirus working its way to me, for a lot of reasons. Just my health in general, the previous cancer, the urostomy, diabetic, my heart condition, Not necessarily a higher risk of getting it, but have a higher risk if I do get it of complications from it. And I am at a higher risk of getting it because of, being on the front lines at the hospital. So far, knock on wood, there's only been the one case in Northampton County, the one case in Lehigh County. Unfortunately, the Northampton County case, that person did pass today. They were 55 years old. I don't know what their health conditions were or any of the other information surrounding their death, but it's here. It's local. So, again, people who are saying that they're gonna, screw the quarantine and they're gonna go out anyway and yada yada, please don't. You're even if you don't get bad symptoms or have a bad case of it, you can easily pass it on to, your parents, your grandparents, other elderly people in the community, other people who are immunocompromised. You know, Only go out if you absolutely have to go out. Wash your hands, all that good stuff. Just all the things that everybody's been telling you to do. Please do them because it's necessary to slow it down and hopefully put a stop to it before things get too bad. So I'll get this posted up on the Caring Bridge blog. People can send their positive wishes my way. Hopefully everything comes back clear and it's just, like a anomaly of some sort. And I guess we'll find out. All right. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside, and wash your fucking hands.